Welcome everyone to today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee. This is a weekly talk show filled with music, messages, laughs, and stories of love.
Our theme song was produced by the incomparable DJ Shaheen, and each week we'll bring you music from other independent recording artists. We'll bring you information from business owners and messages of love from ministry leaders. We'll feature books, authors, upcoming special events, and so much more. So get out your text messages and your tweets. Tell all your friends and family to log on because they'll be in for a very special treat as we bring you today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee.
Now come and check us out live. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B.
That's me, and this is my hubby Bartee. And as you can see, we have a guest with us today.
Yes, we have a very special guest with us today.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I moved to D-Land in 1981 when I first came here from Akron, Ohio.
Really?
Yes, and matter of fact, our guest here is representing D-Land.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'll turn it over to you, baby.
Oh, thanks so much. Thank you for being here, Councilwoman Barb.
Thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate you. I wanted to have you as a guest on the show because we always talk about humps. We always talk about problems that people may have. And when we came to see you at your meet and greet, that was one of the first things that you mentioned, that if more people would serve their counties and their communities, if more people would do what you do, we may not have some of the problems that we're having.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we took that as our conversation went. Some of the people that we suggested might be good at running or doing some council work, that they was in a position where if they left what they were doing, their spots would be unfulfilled, and
right.
And that was real. What you said, it brought some light to my thinking there. Yeah.
It really takes a team effort, and just like a baseball team, everybody plays an important role. So, whatever the sport is, everybody can't play the same position.
Right.
And when people are really good where they are, and then you move them somewhere else, unless you really groom somebody to be ready,
You're in
we
trouble.
just need to groom more and get younger, more energetic people ready to serve and just more engaged.
Okay.
And I think there's a new generation.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I wanted to talk about. When I ask young people, why don't you run for city council? They're like, well, what does that person do? So can you tell us more about what it means to be a councilwoman? What are some of your responsibilities?
Right. So at this time, I'm District 1 representative, County Council, Volusia County Council representative. I also serve as the vice chair for the Volusia County Council, which means I represent all anyway. My vote, equals the same as the chair or the person at large. So there's 7 of us on the council. 5 of us represent specific districts. My district is District 1, and it goes, it's West Volusia, and it goes from everywhere from DeBary to Seville. So it includes DeBary, Orange City, Lake Helen, DeLand, DeLeon Springs, Pearson, Seville, Barberville, And did I leave anybody out? Maybe Casadega.
I think you hit it all.
Right. So I serve District 1, and it's the largest mass of land, because I have a lot of the rural community as well. But as mentioned, there's 7 of us on the council. 2 of the seats are at large, and that's the chair, and that's the at large member. So, but when you vote, my vote equals the same as theirs. So the Volusia County Council, we have a $1 billion budget that we oversee. We oversee a $1 billion budget, and there's 40 different departments or units and 4,000 staff. We don't manage staff. The only 2 people that report to the county council is the county manager and the county attorney. We're responsible for hiring and firing those 2 people. It's their responsibility to manage the 4,000 staff. So what we do, however, we are about managing that budget or approving that budget and making policy. So when you say local matters, because local is where a lot of the policies that affect you day to day in the county, whether you're in the city or in the county, you're impacted by county ordinances, policies, and expectations, rules and regulations.
Okay, so if I wanted a traffic light in my neighborhood, would that be something I would ask you for?
If you live in the unincorporated area of the county, yes.
Okay.
Or if it's a county road that you have a concern with. So I did that in the area where my mom lives, over in Spring Hill. And what happened, I actually asked for one in my area as well. And they did a traffic study, and they determined there wasn't enough traffic in that area, though I had a concern about it, where I wanted a 4-way stop. They did a traffic study to say, not enough traffic in that area to warrant that. However, the street my mom lives on is one of the main streets in Spring Hill, in the Black unincorporated area in DeLand. And when they did the traffic study there, they determined people were speeding, and that a 4-way stop sign was a good option in that area. So they were able to put a stop sign in, because that is a county road, and the traffic warranted it through a study.
Okay, so you are a realtor.
Yes, ma'am.
Why serve your community as a councilwoman?
So prior to becoming a realtor, I worked for Johnson & Johnson, and I traveled around the country as an account manager, as an account director for their diabetes division. And I was traveling probably 80 hours out of the week, right? I wasn't home. But when I would come home, I would see a lot of things, or come to my mom's, I would see a lot of things that would concern me, but I was kind of in and out. So I didn't spend time with it. My dad became ill and went on hospice in 2011. And I think when times like that happen, I need to come home and help my mom. You kind of slow down. I think the economy was slowing down at that time as well. So it was an opportunity for me to really reassess what I was going to do going forward. And I remember someone saying, or me hearing, what are you giving back, or how are people going to perceive you when it's your time to leave here? What are you leaving behind? What's your legacy? And for whatever reason, that kind of opened my eyes to start asking questions for where the leadership was to make some of the differences in the community, where I saw my parents, my great-grandmother purchased this home in 1959, in the core of the juke joint area on Spring Hill. And I've been coming to that area since I was a baby, so it just, I guess, came on my heart to try to make a difference. And I remember going to the sheriff's department to talk to them about something that was a concern, and they kind of blew me off. And that's not a good thing to do for me, because that just makes me want to that makes me want to take some action to bring about a change. And I said to myself, okay, now is the time where either you put up or you shut up, right? So either you're going to continue to complain about something you see and have a problem with, or you're going to try to find the solutions. And that's really where, for me, all of this started. It started with that. I would say the other thing that I looked for, because my son has had some challenges in his life, and he's an only son. I mostly raised him as a single mom, and I always realized that wherever his messages, I can implant what I implant in him, but wherever his messages are going to come from may not be from me. So I also said I wanted to invest in others and others' sons. So somebody would be investing in mine, and it would be my way of giving back, because I recognize, they don't listen to their mothers.
Yeah. This generation kind of tough. Fathers either,
Well, but like I said, I felt if I was investing in the community and investing in the men in our community, or young men in our community, wherever my son was, somebody would be paying it forward to him. So it was my other way of giving back. And I've always been somebody that I put myself where I want to be. I don't let people tell me where I can be, where I can't be and shouldn't be, and other expectations of other people thinking you shouldn't, or you're normally not here. Like when I first came back to DeLand, very few people of color were downtown. Wow. And I made a conscious effort to be there, to have people see me there, to have people see me engaged there. So I participated and joined like the Rotary and a lot of the more visible organizations that are predominantly not Black and not have very few Black membership. And it was for that reason. It was for people, number one, to get to know me and know my heart and the reason I do what I do. But it's also for other Blacks to see me where they think they shouldn't be, couldn't be. Their mama told them years ago, whatever that is. Not that I take away from our history, but our future is our future. Yes. Right. Yes. And that doesn't take away where we've been, but we're deciding where we're going. Right. So
you talked about legacy and service, and people have asked me, why set up your legacy as a politician? Do you consider yourself a politician? And how would you respond to that if someone said that to you?
I don't accept the labels. Right? I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm so many other things. And if politician means I run for office, then I'm down with that.
Okay.
Right? For me, I'm a servant leader. I'm somebody who works to make a difference, work to create the relationships, to connect, to communicate, to collaborate. That's what I seek to do on all levels. I always have, always will. That's just what I do wherever I'm at. And God, to me, has put me on this path for his purpose. Because there's not any other than the benefit of results and getting something accomplished. Me personally, I don't really benefit from the work I do.
Okay.
I mean, it's like I said, it's God's path, and I enjoy it because I believe that's why I'm here. So
Now, how are people able to come to you? Like I asked you earlier about the traffic light. Okay, so somebody comes to you and they say they want something done. What's the first thing you do after you qualify them for having it done? What are the steps for completing their request?
It really depends on what it is somebody wants done. If it's like, again, like the traffic, concern, what I ask everybody to do, because the best way for me to move any concern forward is for it to be in writing. So I ask anybody to send me an email to what is it, bgertman@volusia.org.
At Volusia.org.
Right, it's bgertman@volusia.org. So I asked them to send me an email explaining what their concern is, what their request is, whatever it is that they want me to respond to or take an action on. If you send me an email that is attached to all 7 of the council members, you are highly unlikely to get a response from me for 2 reasons. Rare. One reason is there's a sunshine law where we can't communicate with each other on subjects that may come before the council, and you never know what those issues are. So if we're all copied on something, I'm typically not responding. Also, if you've reached out to 7 of us and each one of us are responding something, that just gives fodder, just opportunity for confusion. So I tell people I'm always available. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. If you've got a question of me, ask it. We may not agree. Most people, I haven't found anybody that I agree with everything on. So I haven't found that person yet, but I enjoy having the conversation. I enjoy understanding the perspective of somebody that I don't agree with, because we've all got different life experiences. Why would we be the same? And I tell people, if we were all going to be the same on the dais, you'd only need one person, not 7. You have 7 because you want 7 differing perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
So why re-election?
These 3 and some odd years that I've been in this seat, it takes a lot of work. I mentioned that we have a $1 billion budget. We have over 40 departments. There's a lot to know and understand how to best position yourself to be effective. And it takes time and investment to get there to understand that. Wow. So I serve on about 10 different boards. 5 of them I'm assigned through the council. Recently, the Boys and Girls Club. I serve on the TPO, which is transportation, affordable housing. I serve on Career Source, which is about jobs. There's just numerous areas. I'm on the board for our Florida Association of Counties, and that affects a number of different areas. And it's a lot to get to know and understand. And what I want to do in these next 4 years is build on the understanding I've come to acquire in these 3.5 years, to now take it and be able to pull through a lot of the results for seeds that I've planted in these first 3 years.
Okay.
Has your experience on the board been what you expect?
It really has. I think the only thing I didn't recognize or realize was how much of my time was going to be spent on the east side of the county. So I know the county seat and the county office, and my office is downtown DeLand, but so much of the base of what happens in Volusia County is rooted on the east side. So much of back and forth has been spent on the east side, and it wasn't something I really took into account. It wouldn't have changed my decision, but again, it just made me more aware that of something I wasn't aware of. I thought that it was really more based on west side with strong influence from the east side, because most of the investment and business is based east side.
Now, I want to kind of transition from some of what you're saying to the reasons why we do this show. This show is Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee. And we do this show to discuss different humps, different problems, different things that people may go through that they don't see a solution for. They think they're the only one going through it. They can't see themselves doing that. So can we talk about a couple of humps? Like, how would someone qualify to do what you're doing? We understand you got to fundraise, there's an election, but could a 17-year-old with great ideas decide to run for councilwoman?
I believe first, I think you have to be 18. You have to be able to vote first. So,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So 18, I believe is the youngest, because you have to be eligible to register and register to vote. There are young people who run for office. I was watching a 22-year-old that won a Senate seat. So, and I think Andrew Gillum was like one of the youngest elected to office when he was 23. So, again, for me, it's about diversity and inclusion. And for me, diversity means all ages, all cultures, all perspectives need a seat at the table. And that's the way you get the most balanced, fair, opportunities for good decision making. Wow. You can't have all of one type of person. I mean, there's a belief that everybody needs to be from, the backwoods or from here, you can't bring any ideas from anywhere else. You had to be rooted here, stayed here all your life. And, no, you need a balance. You need somebody like that. You need somebody who has been somewhere else, seen something, done something else, and then came here and could see, okay, here's how I can help improve that.
There you go.
That's now, other than being the age of 18 and being able to vote, what are the other qualifications that you need? You need you can tell them.
Well, I don't think there are any other qualifications. I think that you need the support of the people.
Okay.
Right? God can put it on your heart at 18 years old with no other experience, that's what you choose to do, and you go out and speak to the people. You've got the ideas, you have the support of the voters, and frankly, that's what it's about. I mean, when I ran and I beat a long time standing incumbent who had been serving 20 years, was well known, well funded, all of that, the way I beat him was just as we're talking about, by getting the support of the people. I served as on the hospital authority for 4 years. So people got to know me through that and being elected through that. But again, that didn't give you broad visibility, but it was some experience that I was able to parlay. Excuse me. But I just think you've got to have the support of the people. Now, I would say to be able to manage $1 billion budget policies, and do that work, it has to be something that you really want to take that time, because it is very time consuming.
My goodness. And how do you balance serving with your with your business since you are still in business, or does one have to decrease while the other increase? How does that work?
Let me say, so I've been doing real estate for 12 to 15 years, and I've been serving 3. So I have pretty much become known and visible for real estate. So that's how I've been able to manage. But there are times where you have to prioritize and just keep things in order. And I have a team that works with me to keep things going. So yeah, but I enjoy serving my customers and just being a good representation of local small Black business. And we have to do what we have to do. Most don't know that our county council, because of our charter, reimburses us 50% of what other county council representatives receive. So we also don't receive reimbursement for our travel and transportation. And it's all for whatever reason under this charter that they disrespect their council persons. So I'm hoping that that's something that will change, even if it doesn't change during my time. I just think it's disrespectful to the effort, the work, and the expectations of how people want to be served and need to be served. For us not to be on an equal footing with our sister and brother counties, it's appalling.
Yeah.
I used to. I'm retired now. I used to work for the county and the drug lab, and our lab was Daytona, the first lab I worked in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of people that was inside of that county building, which is now closed down. I don't know if they're going to repair that or not. I used to have a friend that was on city council that was way in the back. That's where her office was. So you said, where's the office now located for D-Land?
The county council office is where the county chambers is, and that's at 123 Indiana Avenue. Our meetings, our offices are there. The county manager, county attorney, they're all there. And our meetings are the first and third Tuesday of each month. It starts at 9:30, and at 9:30 is when the public can speak.
Okay.
So there's always an opportunity if someone has a concern that they want to get on the public record. They have every opportunity to come and speak for 3 minutes. And if they have an issue that's been put on the agenda, they have an opportunity to speak on that agenda issue.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
We appreciate it. We do, because so many times we don't do things because we don't understand.
Right. Or you're intimidated by it.
Yeah.
You think it takes a lot more than it does. But one of the things I'm asking people to do to be more engaged and participate more is to come and speak about things that are of a concern to community. Like if there's a group of people that are advocating for something, it's a good idea, if the county has any impact on that issue, for someone, not 50 of them, but for someone to come and speak and represent, the voice of people. And I'm not saying multiple people shouldn't speak, because that happens all the time. But I think it's a key way for us to get issues heard and responded to.
Okay. Say a person do come and takes that 3 minutes. Is there someone that does the follow-up, depending on the question or what he has, whatever concern there is?
It really depends. Some people just are coming to make a comment.
Okay.
They think this.
Okay.
Okay.
What if it was about, okay, I need a light on a certain street corner.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm sure it's going to take a while. Y'all don't work just like that.
But we still have to
Right.
email.
Right. Still got to do your studies.
Yeah.
Right, right,
But
right,
then
right.
who will get back with me, or they would just put the light up if they so desire. Would anybody contact me and
No,
say, well,
someone would typically what happens if you come for that 3 minutes, like we've had people who had code violations and felt that they were mistreated or whatever. They didn't go to the code enforcement board. They come and made their concern known in front of the council. And at that time, the staff, because the county council meetings typically have all of the head and lead staff in the room.
mhm.
So if there are those kind of issues, they will connect with that person and follow up to address the concern. Typically, at the time when the comments are made, it's not a back and forth. If you come and say your 3 minutes, we hear you, now the next person comes. Because otherwise we'd be there 24 hours if we had to do the back and forth. So it's really to hear the concern. If there are concerns that we want followed up or somebody needs to follow up, we have the county manager and the attorney have their staff do that.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Now, where's the location in Daytona? City Council building where everybody meet and
We're county council.
Yeah.
okay.
So.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. City of Daytona is Paula Reed, Derek Henry, that crew.
Oh,
So
okay.
I guess my question with Bartee is if I'm watching and I'm in Miami or Detroit or some other place, how would I find out who's local in my area so that I could get
Volusia.org, you can go on, and Volusia.org is where you will find anything county related. You can go and get on the live streaming of the county council meetings, any of the videos, any of the agenda and documents. All that information can be found at Volusia.org.
Okay.
Now, how can your supporters be of help to you?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm asking anybody who supports me, especially in this time of COVID, it's not going to be as easy to get in front of everybody like I was able to do last time, right? So I'm really asking supporters to be an advocate and reach out to their sphere of influence. And if they support me, tell somebody else that you support me, why you support me, and ask them for their support.
Okay.
I'm also going to be on March 3rd having a volunteer connection to start getting ready for canvassing, for phone banking, and to have a team ready for events as we go out. So there's an opportunity to share that information at barbgirtman.com. There's also a link there should anyone be able to contribute. Everything that we do costs. That's just the reality. The signs, the stickers, everything costs. And, I have 2 opponents in the race, so I don't take it for granted. I know what I want to do and they know what they want to do. So, so I'm just trying to move forward in the best way I can and take advantage of the investments that's already been made in me and in this opportunity to do more and nurture the seeds that I've already sown to, as I say, create my garden.
Wonderful.
All right.
Wonderful.
All right.
Well, I promised I wouldn't keep you longer than 30 minutes, and I don't want to break my promise. I'm so grateful that you came on to talk to us because we really are surrounded by people that have no idea what it takes to run a home, a community, much less a multi-million-dollar budget. So I think you've been able to enlighten some people and hopefully encourage other folks to step up. So when you retire, you've got more folks
Don't wait for that. Look, don't wait for that. I need them before I retire. So,
oh,
but I thank you. I thank you for the opportunity. And yeah, it's really about trying to make a difference for our future and the investments that we need to make. And supporting young people and letting them know that we want to hear their voice. Their voice is valuable because what we're creating is really more for them than it is for us.
I got you.
Now, how can your supporters or anyone that's watching this contact you?
We know we got the information at the bottom of the screen, but some people aren't visual.
So BarbGirtman.com is the best way to contact me. Regarding the campaign. Real estate wise, it's Barb Girtman Sells for You at Gmail. It's Barb Girtman Sells, number 4, letter U at Gmail. And those are the best ways. So if you Google me, you easily find me. I can't hide. I can't hide.
And your wonderful royal blue and all of your bumblebees. I tell you, I need to snatch some of them off you.
Yes, bless Lady B. Yes.
Got a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Hey, you know we always got to get it done. So God's got it
all the time.
Yes,
so much,
sir.
Barb.
Yes,
we'll
sir. Yes. Well, thank you both. Thank you for the opportunity. Have a great afternoon.
Okay, family, I know that it is just about time for our tax tip from Ephriam Financial, but I also know that I really appreciate Barb for spending time with us.
Yes.
Yes,
indeed. Because that's something we talk about a lot on the show. Getting involved in your community.
Yeah.
It really is a must. If you're going to live in a certain town, you know, it's best to know things, you know, if you can. Some things about the community, because I'm sure a lot of people, like myself, I just learned who to contact.
To get the light up down the street.
There's a light that's definitely needed in this one area down the street from where we live. So I know what to do now from just this conversation.
And then she talking about $1 million budgets. Okay.
It's a lot of money.
Hey, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so now we're going to transition because we know we got some more exciting news for you. And it's just about time for our weekly tax tip from Ephriam Financial. That's Ephriam Financial. Give them a call today at 352-900-7242. That's 352-900-7242. I see you over there.
I don't know why we gotta get this go all the way out.
Well, you know, I think Ladero Press told me the dimensions of how to do it, but I didn't write that down. So
we gotta get that done. So we don't.
But it's kind of nice seeing you over there.
Yeah, I don't like to be people.
Oh, okay. You ain't keeping. So, Ephriam Financial, our tax tip that we want to give you today is basically based upon a conversation that one of the viewers had. One of the viewers is in bankruptcy and contacted Ephriam Financial to ask a couple of questions. And that viewer isn't even in the state of Florida. So I'm excited. Ephriam Financial can help the employed, the self-employed, the small business owner, and still be able to help you with your tax preparation, credit restoration, bookkeeping, and notary services. So again, their number is 352-900-7242, and you get extra $50 off when you mention that you heard about their services on this show. See that big old circle right there?
Yeah, say get extra 50% off when you book. Now, understand now, this is not they giving us free tips to give to you all.
Yes.
But it's not free to take care of your business. So, you know. Yeah. So understand that now. If you got a lot of concerns that take time to discuss them, your best bet is probably to schedule, you know,
your own consultation.
There you go, your own consultation
with Ephriam
Financial.
Financial.
There you go. We can only, you know, provide you with some tips.
Another good tip comes from TLC, Total Life Changers with Gabriel Soto.
Yes.
He has the tea, the coffee, the NutriBurst, and the dietary supplements. TotalLifeChanges.com/Mr. G Soto 1124. I'm learning some dietary supplement tips from Gabriel, and I won't be sharing them yet.
I need to be. Yeah. Let's see if they work.
We'll have to see.
Everybody's body is different. I need some tender loving care, but it's Total Life Changes.
Yeah, that's true.
And I really do. I'm gaining this weight.
That's true.
I got to make up some choices. 2022, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost summer.
Right. It's almost summer, and my gut kind of sticking out.
Well,
I might try the NutriBurst. What is that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Soon, we're going to get some of these tips from Gabriel to tell us more about what the tea does, what the coffee does, what the NutriBurst does, and dietary supplements. I believe everybody needs dietary. Everybody ain't on a vegan diet. Everybody ain't on a high protein diet. Everybody got some dietary.
I take what I take. I take
vitamin C.
Vitamin C. I take Centrums.
Vitamin D.
I do take my doctor.
Yeah.
Prescribed vitamin. I've been taking that for the last 2 years. 50,000 milligrams.
So if you think you want to find out more about the vitamins that Bartee is taking.
No, you go to TLC, Total Life Change. Don't worry about what I'm taking. It's from my doctor.
Yeah.
You get let Mr. Soto be your doctor.
Yep.
But not, you got a doctor. He can tell you about the supplements, dairy, NutriBurst. I know the coffee is good. We had some coffee.
We did have that coffee.
Yes, we did.
So just give him a call at 248-266-8033. That's 248-266-8033. Tell him you learned about him on Getting Over the Hump with Angie and Bartee, and tell him that you want to find out more about his products. Okay?
Yeah, it's a lot of coffee. It's a lot of coffee drinkers out there. I mean, I don't know why. That's for old folks. I always say that, but but since you drink the coffee, you might as well get some information. Drink good coffee. That's the key, I guess. I don't know how you drink your coffee.
The healthy coffee.
Yeah, well, that's healthy and good.
Yeah.
Just contact Mr. Soto. I mean, that way you'll find out and you'll know coming from the horse's mouth.
You got it. Now, Bartee and I are going to be in Melbourne, Florida on March 13th. That's a Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. We're going out there to do the Books and Besties, okay, with Patricia Hartfield. We're taking along Laretha Simon with us. She is an Amazon International #1 best-selling
Fired
author.
Up.
There you go, baby. Fired
Up. That's a song.
It is.
What was that? Not fired up, but I'm going to make it out of the song.
Okay. Bless the Lord. Keep on.
Fired up, y'all. I don't know what the bestie is, but we bringing some books out there. They bringing some books. I guess we best friends now.
Well, and the concept is for you to come out with your best friend. Sometimes we're still kind of like, I don't want to leave because of COVID, and I don't want. Put your mask on. Bring your friends, come out and meet some authors, take home some autographed books because we know you want to read them, and learn about the spa treatment opportunity at Unique Body Spa. Now, Laretha and I got a chance to go, and we did the relax and the detox treatment. We looked like two Hot Pockets laying up there, all wrapped up in aluminum foil. And Bartee got a chance to put his feet in some stuff.
I did the detox.
Yes. And it was an interesting experience, and we want you guys to experience it too. So when you come to the Books and the Besties, you'll be able to meet Patricia. She'll tell you all about the detox services, and you can take home books written by Patricia, Laretha, and Angie and Bartee. That's us.
Yeah, when you go and get some detox treatment, you need to drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. That's all I got to say.
Well, you need to be drinking plenty of water anyway.
Yeah, but this water is a detox, so cleanse your body.
Okay.
Come out through your pores of your feet, bottom of your feet.
Come out through somewhere. If you don't know, Patricia will tell you.
Yes,
okay?
she will.
Patricia,
But drink some water.
Patricia will definitely tell you. I am really, really excited about the Authors for All workshop that we had earlier this month. It was a virtual workshop, and you may have missed the one for February, but I tell you, we're getting ready to schedule another one. The Authors for All virtual workshop allows our children to be able to express themselves by telling a story. Currently, we're talking about how they feel about the pandemic, going back to school, staying home from school. It's just, we always talk about how resilient our children are, but they can't be resilient unless we teach them how to be. So we had a wonderful time at the virtual workshop. We want to do it again. We'd love to have you participate, or maybe you want to sponsor a child. Sponsorships are only $25 per child. And the children are able to write their stories, have them published as an audiobook, and then they will receive the audiobook that they can sell to other people. So thanks so much for our sponsors that we had for February. Dr. April Johnson sponsored the child, and I'm so very, very grateful for her. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and you can be a sponsor too.
And Bartee was a sponsor. Yeah.
Who else sponsored?
You sponsored a couple of students.
Oh, that's where my money went.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's good though. I mean, sometimes I don't know how my money's spent.
Yeah, well, at least I'll let you know now.
Yeah.
Let you know. Very special shout out to Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Queenie is an author. She does promotional packages. She does author interviews. She did our author interview.
Yes, she did.
She just finished our author book spotlight. That was so good. Every time I opened my Facebook tab, it was something that Queenie had created for us and tagged me in it. I mean, she did the book blast. I mean, that I can't even describe. It was just wonderful. She's done virtual book events, and I mean, Queenie, I'm gonna put this at the bottom of the screen. She is considered a literary ambassador. She does so much to promote literacy and authors, okay? Authors of all genres. She has these great book promotion packages. They're really affordable, I tell you. I'm looking forward to being a part of her virtual book fair. She's been doing this for a minute, y'all, and she's got almost 6,000 followers on her social media.
That's what I need. That's what we need on ours.
And that's why I was glad that she was promoting our book. She promoted, in the beginning, there was God, Me, and You 2, our latest book that just came out. So if you want some promotions, if you want to be interviewed or a spotlight, just send an email to felissac@yahoo.com. That's felissac@yahoo.com. Shout out to the literary ambassador, Queenie. Y'all need to follow her. She just had a book signing event, and it was so cute. Her table, she was saying thanks to a couple of men in her life. Her table had, I'm trying to describe it. It was like the cover came all the way down and was attached to the legs of the table, and they put little wheels on the table, so it almost looked like a train track. It was just so cute. It was so cute. So please, y'all, contact Queenie, felissac@yahoo.com. She does a great job virtually with promoting authors like us, and I'm looking forward to participating with her again. I
Queenie,
truly am. This is the book that she was promoting for us, y'all.
She was, or she is?
Well, she did it for a month.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Her book blasts.
Okay,
and
right.
everything.
I remember you saying telling me. My wife tells me stuff at the end. I kind of remember this.
What was the hardest thing for you about writing this book, baby? What was the hump?
The hardest thing was the words coming out of my mouth. Can't you understand the words coming out of my mouth? That's all I had to do. My wife would type what I said.
Yeah.
But it was easy for me to, remember things that I remember.
And I have to admit, I tell young people all the time, if you are in love with somebody now and y'all thinking about spending a couple days together, write down what you like about that person. Write down some of the things that they did for you, or how did you feel? How did they make you feel? I remember the first time Bartee wanted a kiss. He said,
"This ain't that type of book. This book is PG.
It is.
It ain't PG. PG is parental guidance. This book is rated G.
It's a Christian romance book,
right?
But my point is, if you're thinking about spending some time with somebody, write down how they make you feel and all the good stuff. Because when they get on your nerves,
don't be no R. Kelly.
When they get on your nerves later, you can go back and read and say, yeah, I did like that first time he asked me for a kiss. And I did like that time he took me to the restaurant and got there early.
No, and that's all you need to talk. Don't need to say no more.
Okay.
But you gotta get the point. Write it down. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. If you can remember, you still need to write it down. Special occasion. You probably could put it on one of those Valentine's Day cards to the buying flowers. You remember the baby when? Yeah, that's a good idea.
For a kiss.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I remember too. My lips still tingling.
This is not that kind of show.
It's okay. My bad. Special shout out to all of our viewers and our friends and family and folks that follow us, because y'all know that we still on vacation and we pre-recorded this show especially for y'all, and we appreciate y'all for watching.
Yes, we really do.
Even though your comments ain't down on the screen, we
ain't nobody watching?
No, we pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. We appreciate it because y'all still watching.
6345789.
No. If you have a question or a comment, there's the proper number at the bottom of the screen. The proper.
That's where you send that money to. 6345789. That's my number.
I'll tell you.
Send it there if you want it.
Yeah.
I need to call that number. Hey, y'all call that number and tell me who on the other line. I need to do that. Now I'm going to let y'all do that, and we're going to talk about it.
No, please. Okay, so I want to thank you again for taking us on this vacation. I really do. Because we're on vacation with my parents and my grandmama. I mean, that's not like...
We do this. My wife do this all the time. You keep thanking me. That's what we do. That's something you want to do. So we doing it. It's just that simple.
I do appreciate you, dear.
Right. Now, if I didn't get along with your kin folks, it'd be different. We wouldn't be going. Sometimes you can't get along with kin folks. That's just how life is.
Speaking of getting along, this book, y'all, everybody needs a little TLC, transformational lifestyle content, 90 days of self-love and self-care, cultivating your body, mind, and spirit. Tawan Lowe blessed me by allowing me to contribute something to the book. And I'm just thrilled to be in it. I truly am. The self-care portion was really enlightening, because how many times do we have mental burnout, physical burnout, burnout of our souls? This vacation is wonderful for me and very timely, because medical leave is not a vacation.
No, that's not. Well, you can make it out of one.
Yeah.
if you don't have any other time off, you got to do what you got to do. You know how that go. Well, you different. Your case is different.
I be still trying to work during medical leave and slip and fall and make it worse. And so I want to read to you day 88 It's Note to Self in this book. I wrote it, so I think I have permission to read it to you. But it says, life will always get hectic, and there will always be something to do or someone pulling on you for something. Okay, it's always going to be something to do. Somebody always going to be pulling on you for something. Note to self, burning the candle at both ends just burns the candle quicker. You don't have to be everything to everybody. That's what Jesus is for. Okay. It's okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. Sometimes you just have to disconnect to reconnect. We disconnected, y'all. We on vacation. Okay. So I can reconnect with you when we come back. All right. Taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of others. Rome wasn't built in a day, so pace yourself. Everything doesn't have to be done now.
Why wasn't Rome built in a day?
Because they needed to take care of themselves.
They needed Red Bull.
You don't need permission to make yourself a priority. I is a priority.
She is.
Note to self. Just remember this note to yourself. And then I have a declaration. Today, I will use the concepts from my note to self to remind me that I am a priority in my life. That's just one of my contributions in this book. Everybody needs a little TLC, 90 Days Transformational Lifestyle Content by Tawan Lowe and a few other authors. It's one of them little books you can just kind of tuck away and
give away to a friend, someone that's struggling with, workaholic.
Yeah.
Or someone that's struggling just needs some day-to-day inspiration.
Self-love habits, self-care habits. It just goes on and on. And I'm honored to be just one of the authors in this book. Okay. So I do have copies for you. It's on the website for sale. TheQueenBee.com. D-A Queenbee. Okay. Almost time to go, but got a special drum roll. Can you hear my drum roll?
Don't mess up the computer.
Yeah, I ain't trying to mess up my computer. I ain't trying to mess up. Okay, so we've been diligently working on a new website for you guys, and it is now live.
All the way live.
Which means registration is now open for the 2022 Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar, y'all. The website is alive. It's ready for each of you. Save the date. Come join us at the 6th annual weekend retreat, September 15th through the 18th. And also enjoy the Bold, Beautiful, and Bald Beauty Bazaar, okay? The website that is now available is boldbeautifulandbald.com. It's got its own separate website. You don't have to go through thequeenbee.com and try to figure things out. Just go to boldbeautifulandbald.com. There you can register to be a vendor for the Beauty Bazaar. You can register to attend the weekend retreat. There you can find out where our host hotel is and book your room. The host hotel, again, is the Akutiki Resort, Best Western. Right, where is it? Where the Akutiki at? What's the name? In Daytona.
South Daytona.
South Daytona on Atlantic.
Avenue.
Mm-hmm. So registration is now open. Register. Come join us for the weekend. Bring your whole family. I know that Angela and Sam Cooper came last year and brought half their family, and they all had a good time.
Oh, yes, they did.
Her brother had never seen the ocean before. Yeah. He was just off in the ocean, fully dressed, taking pictures and looking at animals and stuff. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it. So come help us spread alopecia awareness and raise funds for the National Alopecia Areata Foundation. Okay. So again, ma'am, please, sir, go to the brand new website. You're going to love it. I know when we were previewing it, it was like looking at a brand new baby. It's like, ooh, look at. So
a lot of information.
It is.
But it pops out at you. You know, not that the other website didn't, but change is good.
And we're excited because one of the companies that supported us in 2021 at the Beauty Bazaar was the Running Boards marketing program. It is a subscription advertising service. They supported our community event. They had special messages on the side of the truck. They pronounced it Dave, like Daytona Dave. They're really going to drive your messages to the people that need to see your message. And it was cool. Their truck was parked outside the venue, and all the alopecians and the models went out there and took little selfies in front of the truck, and it was really, really cool.
Yeah, I instigated that.
Yeah,
I've seen the truck. I keep saying it's a limousine-like truck. It ain't a regular truck now. You got enough space for all your advertisements that you're going to need. Matter of fact, you got Mother's Day coming up. You got Valentine's Day coming up. It'll be great for you to have some type of saying, so they drive around all Volusia County, Seminole, I guess. I
think it's Volusia. I think it's
Volusia County, letting people know how much you care about that certain someone in your life.
Yeah, but you can visit the website. It stands for Running Board Marketing Daytona, RBM Daytona.com for Running Boards Marketing, or just give them a call, 386-566-2384. That's 386-566-2384, and tell them that you heard about them on the show, Getting Over the Hump with Angie B.
And they also they do special events.
Yeah.
So they for hire for special events. If you need kids to go out and play games, they have that. You want to watch some movies, all that can be done. Just contact them and get all the information. And those of you who are listening, please subscribe to Angie B and Bartee, to our
our YouTube page.
Our YouTube page.
Search for Live with Angie B and Bartee, or you can just search for Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee.
But subscribe.
Yeah, we need you to subscribe.
Yes, we're trying to get some followers, enough so we can help you and you can help us. We're going to help each other.
We truly are. Okay, it's just about time to go. One more plug for Ephriam Financial Tax Services. If you need a notary, they can hook you up with that. You can follow Ephriam Financial Service on Facebook. Send an email to kwilliams_taxes at yahoo.com. kwilliam_taxes at yahoo.com, or just give them a call, 352-900-7242. That's 352-900-7242. I have to thank Barb Girtman, Councilwoman, for being our very special guest on the show today. I always talk at the beginning of the show that we don't talk about politics. We don't tell you to take our advice. We just tell you to stay prayed up. But this episode was very, very important to me because, like I said earlier, I know people that think politicians are crooked and they're only in it for the money. I needed you.
Some are.
Well, okay. But we needed you to see a woman of caliber, a woman of integrity, and a woman that is honestly in it to serve her community.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I would say, can she be cloned? Well, I know young folks, a lot of young folks out there that I'm sure in different cities and that they live in different states taking care of business, you know. So we need it here in Volusia County. You know what I'm saying? We need that.
So thank you, Barb. We appreciate you for being on the show tonight. And if it's the Lord's will, we'll see you again soon. I pray that he allows us to get together again soon.
Yes, okay. Re-elect.
Yep. Well, the phone is ringing, so I guess that means it's time for us to go. Thank you for watching. That's all right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I got more lipstick on my cup than I do drink left, but we appreciate you for watching, everybody. Stay in touch. and be blessed.
Thank you.